Hey Park Bench, hey Pal River, this is Austin McKinnon here with the fabulous Brandon of Palli Paddle. How you doing today, Brandon?
Good.
Thanks for meeting with me. I'm so excited to get to know more about you. I've seen your beautiful and bright car going all around town.
Yeah, we're excited to get kicked off this year.
No doubt.
The long weekend was kind to us, so we got our boards and our bikes out, so that was fun to
Awesome.
kick that off.
You're
Yeah.
very lucky to have good weather this year.
Yes.
Keep that going.
Yes. Different than last year for sure.
Yes.
So I think
Much needed.
we didn't really get started until like the middle of June July actually last year.
That's
So
rough.
it's nice to to get started sooner than later for sure.
Yeah, longer season is very good.
Yeah.
Very good. So how did you choose to be in Pal River?
I chose to be here. Well, I was so I'm a part-time paramedic as well in town,
Cool.
and so I was going to school in Victoria. And my good friend Drew, was living up here with his girlfriend at the time, and they had a house just around the corner actually from here. And I came up to just kind of hang out with him and play hockey. And then just like everyone else that comes into Pal River, just slowly falls in love with it, and then gets a taste and goes home, and then comes back and starts looking at real estate, right?
That
And
is
so
definitely a continuous theme.
that's the same for me, and found my first place, and then grabbed another property in town here too.
Smart.
So that was it, and just the deals were great. The location, you've got the lakes and the ocean and the trails and everything, right? So it's got
Endless variety.
It's got everything, right?
Yeah.
It's like Squamish on the coast,
Yeah.
right? So fell in love with it and bought a property and moved here. And then 2 years ago we started up Palli in town here. So
you founded it.
well, I founded it in this area.
Okay.
We have a founder in Victoria. That's where our HQ is, and he started up in 2017. And then I just got an idea to start, how do I bring paddle boards to people in a mobile way, right?
Mhm.
And so I kind of had this idea where, I could pop them on the top of a car and strap them down and bring them around, and seems like a fun job.
Yeah.
So started to kind of research that idea, and then stumbled upon Mark in Victoria.
Nice.
And then we hopped on the phone, and it was very kind of serendipitous because right before I called him, he had a meeting with the shareholders of his company, and they were looking to expand. And then I call.
Amazing.
So,
it's great. It's cool how many times that happens in life.
Yeah. So, and then, just talking up Pal River and how many lakes and, and the shoreline and stuff. And it's just a perfect fit to have an outdoor rental company like this. It's also
Yes.
mobile, and we rent out of the shop here too. So,
and there's so many locals who might not have tried paddleboarding before, and there's so many tourists who don't want to bring that up with them, right?
Yeah.
You can't just bring your paddleboard on every ferry.
Exactly. Yeah. So we make it easy. It's, our tagline is like, the easy way to start your adventure, right? And so we can bring our paddle boards and now our e-bikes to any lake, any shoreline. With the bikes, we can go to any trailhead. You can also come here and pick them up too. So yeah, there's a variety of options to make it super easy to adventure, right?
How many can you stack on this car?
We can. So the weight limit is 4 on either side, so we can do 8 total.
That's
and then
impressive.
we also can do. We can roll them down, like deflate them, stick them in the car, and then put more in there too. So we could, we could service up to as many as you want, really.
If only the bikes could deflate.
Yes.
Bring more of those.
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So what do you love? Is that kind of what you love most about running a sustainability and sports rental business? Just the flexibility?
Yeah, and also just the chance to like get outside and to explore too, right? Like I've been to some lakes, even some alpine lakes where, otherwise I might not have wanted to, like go exploring to, right? But through the necessity of expanding the business and looking at, and researching how to get there and how to drop off the paddle boards and now the bikes, the adventuring part of it is a part of the running the business, which is kind of fun too.
It's kind of nice. It's like a dog. It like makes you get up and out of your comfort zone.
Yes, which we also have too. So it gets us active in the morning. Yeah.
All the things.
Yeah, coffee and a walk. Yeah.
Very nice. So what are the greatest challenges about owning this type of business?
So The startup, for sure, like getting everything up and running, much like starting a business in general,
Yeah.
it's just, it takes a lot to get going. It's like a giant rock that you have to, push. And once it gets momentum,
Yeah,
then it's
that
easier
commitment.
to keep it
Get
going.
the car, get the boards.
That's it. Yeah. But then the other issue would be the seasonality of it too, right?
Yeah.
Because there's only, we have a tight window for the paddle boards, which is just, kind of May long to Labor Day. That's kind of the pocket, right? It's the kids off of school, everyone's traveling around. And then we kind of pop up on people's radar for the most part in that window. And then that's why we kind of wanted to introduce the e-bikes to open up that window and go from basically April until October with this type of rental too. So it basically doubles the window for us to operate year round.
Especially here. I don't know how the weather is in Victoria. I haven't checked their forecast for March and stuff, but sometimes we're shorts.
Sometimes in January, it's nice.
Amazing how little snow we get and how much you can do all year.
Yeah, exactly. So it opens up a whole nother industry to us, and we went with e-bikes because all our cars are electric as well. The entire fleet is electric.
Yeah, sustainability is a big focus for you.
Yeah. So we wanted to, have the smallest footprint when it comes to, being mobile and constantly being on the road, dropping off, picking up. That's a huge part of the business.
No doubt.
And so to minimize that footprint as much as possible was a huge core value for the business in general, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Very cool. It's exciting to be a leader in all of that. And
it's
such a cool environment that really supports kind of all of those initiatives.
It's been really cool. Like right from the get-go, just even on social media, just trying to get things going and stuff, and posting videos and photos of us paddling in the cars and all that stuff. Like people really got on board.
There are some great videos.
Yeah.
Drone footage. It's really exciting. I checked it out a lot of times right before I got my paddleboard last year.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of that was shot on the coast too, like in town and on Ruby Lake down on the lower coast too, which we also have. Our second car is down there too, and so we also service that area as well. Good, so there's a car down there. And there's a lot of lakes in Madeira Park and then the Seashell Inlet. And so those are the areas that we're kind of servicing down there too.
Nice.
And it'll be paddleboards for now and probably e-bikes there next year.
Once you find someone else who just calls up.
Yeah. Yeah,
to be your third partner, there you go.
Yeah. So it's been really good. Yeah.
Wow. Well, that's exciting. Thanks for teaching me more about your amazing business.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Perfect. Well, I'm sure we'll be getting a party together soon. We should all get a big group and go out.
Yeah,
I've never been on an e-bike, and my dad has one in Winnipeg, but I've never ridden one, so I'm very excited to try that.
Yeah, these are pretty rugged. So these are electric fat bikes. So they can basically take anything you throw at them. They're the nice. We're going with the step-through model so that they can take any height and any weight.
Good call.
So they're super rugged. And then for the paddle boards, we can service anyone, any height or weight as well. Basically it's fun for everyone, right? So there's no restrictions when it comes to us. We always find a way to make it work for everyone. So
wow, good for you.
Yeah,
amazing.
Yeah.
Well, this has been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much, Brandon.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Talk to you again soon.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.